I operate the system here in the Infocore Florida office conference room. You're going to use the Sony remote, and you're going to, I put a little label there that says conference TV, use TV and input and power. So what that means is if you want to do a video conference, you're going to hit the TV button right here. When you hit the TV button, it'll turn on the TV and it'll change the input to the built-in video conference PC. Right now we have this combo keyboard to operate the PC. It has a on-off switch right here, on-off switch right there, and it has a charging port right there. The charging cable is going to be left in the box in the rack, cardboard box in the rack with all the spare stuff. And it's just a micro USB cable. You can use any micro USB cable. If you turn this thing on and for some reason it's not working, the one gotcha is press this button right here. This forces it to connect to the USB receiver. It can also use Bluetooth, but if for some reason it powers on and it's looking for Bluetooth, you can just hit this and it will then operate the PC. So from here, you just use the PC like you always would. You'll use Zoom or Teams or whatever conferencing system you choose. Oh, wow. Oh. I don't know what that is. Test video. I was holding down the space bar is why it was freaking out there. So if you go to your conferencing app, you're going to see the soundbar as an option for video. It's called the Logitech Rally Bar. And then audio, same thing. You're going to use echo canceling speakerphone, Logitech Rally Bar audio for the microphone, and the same thing for the speaker. It's echo canceling speakerphone, Logitech Rally Bar audio. That's this device down here. It's black right now because it has a little cover on it. Whoa. And this is the little camera that it uses to frame you. And so that's it. Once you get it should stay on your last used audio and video source, so you shouldn't have to change that. The main thing was that blue button on here. If you need to connect the keyboard if it's not working, and if you want to turn the system on to conference, you just press that TV button. If you want to change from conference over to the wireless presentation device, you're going to use the input button on this same remote. Input. And you're going to press it twice.
Text message.
Thanks a lot. Till it says presentation. And then that's your presentation device. You'll follow the instructions on the screen there. You go to the website, download the little application, and then you'll be able to present to this device. Only thing that's left to know is you use when you're in the conference PC mode, you're going to use the volume built into the PC down in the corner. I think there's buttons on the keyboard to control it also, if you would rather. You can control your volume that way. That's how you should do it, because the system is using the soundbar as the audio system, the speaker system for the built-in PC. If you're in presentation mode now, by hitting that input button twice when the TV is turned on, the sound is going to come out of the TV's speakers, the built-in speakers on the TV. So assuming that the volume on the TV is turned up, where you hear it when you're using the input button, if the volume is turned up on the TV, you should use your PC's volume, the built-in PC's volume. I wouldn't use this volume on here unless for some reason somebody turns it down and you need to turn it up to get more volume out of the system. But if you just leave it at around 75, then you should be able to use the PC's built-in volume when you're wirelessly presenting, and that should control your volume. Okay, so last thing was to turn the system off. You're just going to hit the green power button, and that's the three things. It says use TV, input, and power buttons. So TV was to turn on conference PC, input is to switch to the wireless presentation, and then the green button turns it off. That's all there is to know. Oh, there is one more thing. Around here is the PC, and if you want to get a different mouse or keyboard, you can plug it in to the PC, USB port right here. This USB device is for that keyboard, so if you get one that you like better and you want to replace it, you can just unplug this thing if you need both ports. I left one open so that if somebody wants to bring a flash drive or something and put a file on the computer, you've got that port right there accessible, so you can put a little thumb drive in there. I think that's it. The only other thing is if you want to cover this thing up, which I do since it's still dusty in here, you can put it on, and then this little guy just snaps over. Whoop. It's got to kind of be all the way sideways. There's enough length on this to get it to snap on. There you go. There is also a remote for the Logitech soundbar. I don't think you really need this if you're going to use the auto framing, especially where the camera moves around by itself. If we turn that off, I believe we can turn that off, and then you can manually move the camera with these buttons here. Actually, it works anyways, but I think it'll start to auto frame you also. I think the only other thing what there was to know, you're not going to use the most of these buttons. The zoom is over here. You can zoom the camera in and out. And then this is a preset button. So you can set a home preset by pressing and holding this for like 5 seconds. But if you're using that auto framing, which is pretty cool, it will not really apply to use the home location preset. Okay, I think that's all there is to know. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.